In this video, we will see top 10 simple frugal living tips that we can use to save a lot on a daily basis. Make sure to stick till the end. Number 1. Go for a walk. Walking is an exercise that does not get enough attention. People often think that if they are not completely exhausted at the end of the workout, they did not do enough. A simple 30-minute walk, on the other hand, is all you need to stay very healthy and feel much better. Also, do not forget that you can walk literally anywhere. Just to be clear, let us look at how often you need to go to the gym for it to be worth it. On average, it costs about $50 a month to join a gym. If you went to the gym 7 days a week, it would only cost you $1.67 each time. This is a great deal. But if you only go to the gym 3 times a week, which is a good amount for most people, you will have to pay $4.16 each time you go. Compared to walking for free and getting the same benefits, joining a gym does not seem like such a good deal. Number 2. Check your bank balance. There are many different ways to track your money, but it's a necessary thing to do to save money well and live frugally. For example, I like to do a quick check of my bank account every day to make sure that any money that was supposed to leave has actually left, and that the money that's supposed to stay is staying. There have been times when I saw more money leaving my account than I expected. Looking at my bank statements helped me figure out if the price of a subscription went up, or, in the worst case, if someone managed to steal my account information. Find a way that works for you to make sure your money is going where it should, whether you check every day or once a week. Number 3. Make your own coffee. Buying coffee at a store will always be more expensive than making coffee at home. It changed my life for sure, and I will show you how much you can save with it. Starbucks is a good example. The last time prices were changed, in December 2022, a tall cup of freshly brewed coffee at Starbucks, which is about the size of a large coffee mug, costs $1.85. If you went to Walmart to buy the ground coffee, it would cost you $18.48. About 56 servings can be made from ground coffee. If you bought 56 cups of coffee at Starbucks, it would cost you a total of $103.60. Imagine saving more than $85 a month just by making your favorite coffee at home instead of at a coffee shop. Even better, you can save even more money by buying a less expensive brand of coffee. Number 4. Drink more water. Most of our bodies are made up of water. Getting enough water to drink is obviously very important, but it is also a great way to save money. The truth is, it was hard for me to drink as much water as I should have, mostly because coffee, tea, and pops tasted so good. A 12-pack of Coca-Cola, on the other hand, costs $7.18. Compared to that, I can get the same amount of water from my tap for almost nothing. Realizing this, I cut back on how much coffee, soda, and alcohol I drink, which made a huge difference in how much I spend every month. About $510 a month is what the average American spends on coffee, soda, and alcohol. By cutting down on how much you drink and replacing it with water, you can save up to $127 every single month. For such a small change, it is a pretty good trade-off. Number 5. Read more. Reading is still one of the best ways to help you save money and learn how to earn more. There is a book for all, and now you can get them in a variety of cheap formats. For example, you can listen to audiobooks or get a Kindle to have digital copies of books to learn how to save and earn more. Of course, you can check out any book you want from your local library for free. Reading should always be one of the first things you think about doing. Whether you want to pass the time by reading fiction, learn a new skill that might help you get a better job, or learn more about your personal finances. Number 6. Just stay home. You do not have to always go out when someone asks. I used to have a problem when my friends asked me to go out, but I did not want to because I did not have enough money, but did not want to let them down, so I always did. Now that I think about it, I realize that I could have spent time with them for free in a lot of other ways, or I could have just said no and gone to another hangout a week later when I had more money. You have to decide for yourself if you can go out or not, but do not feel bad if you want to save money and stay home. You can have fun at home by watching Netflix, playing a video game, or learning new things by watching videos on YouTube. For example, you can subscribe to Future with Finance to learn anything about personal finance and frugal living, so you know the best ways to save. Number 7. Eat leftovers. Did you know that the average American throws away about 20% of the food they eat each year? That means that 20% of the leftovers are gone, which means that 20% of the money spent on food could have been saved. Let us use an example to show what I mean. Every month, the average person spends about $485 on food. If 20% of that is wasted, you are throwing away $97 every month. Think about all the savings you could do if you had an extra $97. Now, the problem is that it can be hard to remember to eat leftovers, or you might not want to eat the same meal 2 days in a row. Many meals freeze well, so you can always save leftovers by freezing them and eating them at a later time. If it's just a matter of remembering, which I'm bad at, put a note somewhere you will see to remind yourself to eat it for lunch. Number 8. Plan dinner. Food is one of those things that can quickly cost you a lot of money. For example, if you buy a large pizza from Domino's 3 times a week, you are spending $30 a week on dinner. This does not include taxes, extra food, or delivery fees. Some people may think it is hard to make pizza at home, but it is not that hard, and it would only cost you about $5, which would cut the cost in half. This depends on a lot of ingredients you use, but you will always save between 100 and 400% if you cook at home. There are, of course, a lot of different meals you can make, and planning does not have to be a stressful thing. For example, if you have a pressure cooker, you can cook meat straight from the freezer and have it ready to eat in 1 to 2 hours. It will not only save you money but also offers you a great taste. Number 9. Keep your heat low. One sure way to save money is to reduce how much you heat your home. But I learned that the best way to save money on heating depends a lot on the type of heating system you have and the home you live in. The cheapest way to heat a home is with natural gas, which is how my house is heated. So, if I know I will be at work for 8 hours, I can save a lot of money by cutting back on how much I heat at home in that time. For example, I could keep the temperature a few degrees lower. If you are looking to buy a new home, here's a bonus tip. Try to find one that uses natural gas to heat. But there is one thing that will affect how much you save no matter how you heat your home. If you have high ceilings in your home, it takes more energy to make it comfortable. So, the best thing to do is keep your thermostat at a constant temperature. Number 10. Plan ahead. Another way to save money is to always think about the long term. Every time you want to buy something or change your budget, you should think about how it will affect your financial goals. Money can be thought of in terms of time and happiness. You can stop spending in many ways just by changing the way you think about it.